it's very rewarding because we're getting guys healthy, not just to go back to play a game, but to go back to training and learn what they need to learn to stay safe when they deploy. So you get a warm, fuzzy feeling getting guys ready to go back to war, not just a game. Being in the Warrior Athletic Training Program is very tough. You're getting up in the middle of the night, you're driving here, and you're seeing sometimes up to 75 guys in the morning and doing eval after eval and rehab after rehab. And then it's really tough. You have to have really good clinicians. They get an incredible clinical experience just from the sheer volumes of the people you see and the different injuries you see. We have guys, age 17 to about 40 years old, all nationalities, different cultures. You definitely get experience dealing with the cultural aspect of it. We see so many different injuries. Like femoral stress fractures, we see so many of those. An athletic trainer may see one in his lifetime, but here we see one every month. It's just incredible. Just the demands of this environment create some really interesting injuries.
One of the big problems that we see with soldiers coming into the Army is that they come from a lifestyle that does not encourage physical fitness. So, whereas, older generations, such as myself, we spend a lot of time outside, playing ball and inside drinking milk. And kids just don't do that now. So what we see is soldiers who come into the Army having issues with stress fractures, specifically the femoral neck hip stress fracture, which is just a horrible condition to have as a young person because it impacts you for the rest of your life. What the Warrior Athletic Trainers are able to do for us is to take these young soft-bodied Americans and turn them into, flat-bellied, steely-eyed warriors that are going to go out and do the nation's business.
I think the most original thing about working here at Fort Benning is to expect the unexpected. You're things that you don't normally see in a normal athletic setting, different weird locations of stress fractures, definitely a different population. They're not really athletes, a lot of them, when they come in, but they leave, they come in boys, walk out men.
Well, we started out with no athletic training spaces and very little idea of how best to go about what we did. So we took what we knew about working with sports teams, and we came out and we started working with trainees, talking to cadre, learning a lot about how the Army is different from working with sports teams, and from there we adapted. We have developed and built 5 sports medicine spaces here, which are fully equipped athletic training rooms. We've developed full rehab gyms and places for our cadre and our soldiers, our trainees, to train, to rehab and get better. And taking what we've learned, our graduate students are a huge part of developing better protocols. Once we got the basics down on how to best take care of soldiers, then we look towards prevention. So we've developed a number of prevention programs. We do intense data tracking and statistics. We try to find where injuries are coming from and preventing them. And every new crew of graduate assistants that we have, every new crew, the cadre that come through, all have great ideas on how to improve it. So we're constantly evolving, constantly getting better. It's challenging, there's no doubt about it, but it's so rewarding, I can't even tell you. It's the most rewarding thing I think most of us have ever done.